Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. I am your host, the Beard Father, and today's video we're going to be talking about is World of Warcraft's new expansion, Dragonflight, is worth purchasing. Alright, let's get into it. Alright, the main thing that I'm going to be judging this off of is what we're getting for the price and the price itself. The price that I'm going to be going off of is the base price of the $49.99 US dollars because I feel like the heroic and the other package really aren't worth the money that you're going to be spending for the little bits of add-ons that you're truly getting with them. So let's get into it. What exactly are we getting in this new expansion? Alright, if we take a look on Wowhead shows that we're going to be getting a new race and class, which is called Drakir Evokers, more into that later. A new flying base movement system called Dragon Riding, an HUD profession, and a talent revamp, as well as 5 new zones. The 5 new zones in this expansion. The first zone is the Walking Shores. This is going to be the first area that everybody's going to be interacting with, except for the new class race duo that is coming into this expansion. The next zone is the Oharn Plains. And then after that, we are going to be having the Azure Span, which is actually the zone that I'm kind of most excited about. It is a mountainous region filled with tundra plains as well as rainforest. And then after that, we have Thaldraszus, which is actually going to be holding the new major city in this expansion, which is called Valdrakken. Alright, if you see me looking down at all, I have the names of the zones written down to make sure that I pronounce them all as best as I possibly can. But before we get into the next zone, I just like to point out my branded merch. This is my Beardfather Gaming merchandise. I also have hoodies, I have cups, and then I also have this really cool mouse pad that I am absolutely obsessed with. If any of you guys want to get it for yourself, it'll be down in the link in the description. Alright, so let's get into the next zone. Alright. The next zone is the Forbidden Reach, and this is actually going to be the starting zone for the new race that we're going to be able to play, as well as the new class, the Evoker. I'm not 100% sure if it's strictly just for that race that you can play that class, or if it's going to be opened up to some of the other races in World of Warcraft. That has yet to be remain seen. Alright, if you made it this far in the video and you think I'm doing a good job, why don't you go ahead and give me a thumbs up, drop a comment, tell me what you guys are most excited about in Dragonflight, and while you're down there, hit the subscribe button and hit the little notification bell so you don't miss any of my further content. Let's get into the next part, which I want to talk about is the new talent tree redo. Alright, with these new talent trees, which I guess we can say new, they've actually kind of went back to the older style of doing talent trees, like I want to say Wrath of the Lich King. I think the expansion after that is when they maybe switched it up a little bit, which I am actually really excited about. I enjoyed the older style of talent trees, and that's one of the things that I most enjoy about World of Warcraft Classic. But World of Warcraft Classic is for a different video. I'm also honestly hoping that this opens up the possibility to be able to do dual specking again. Alright, I want to go ahead and talk about the new class, the Evokers, and the Drakir new race. Alright, the new specs for this, you can either pick a Devastation or a Preservation. The Preservation is going to be a healer, while the Devastation is going to be more of a mid-range DPS. The new Evokers will also be able to transform into what known as a Draconic form, which will essentially turn them into a dragon-like creature, which they will have multiple abilities to be able to use while in this form. Two of the abilities that I'm really excited about is called the Blue Beam, which projects a blue beam out of your character into your opponent dealing damage, as well as flying attack. You literally can fly up in the air and swoop over your enemies and breathe fire onto them, causing damage. Alright, I want to take a second to talk about the new dungeons. In the expansion Dragonflight, we are going to be getting 18 new dungeons and 1 new raid. Alright, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much. We're almost to the end, but first let's talk about Dragon Riding. Dragon Riding is going to be a new mechanic in the expansion that you will be able to befriend and ride dragons two different destinations. This is going to be apparently your main form of transportation in the beginning of the expansion. This is something that, it could either be done very well or be done very badly. Just depends on how it plays out in the actual game. All right, now the last thing I want to talk about, but certainly not least, I honestly think this is probably one of the better parts of this expansion, and is the entire profession overhaul. Now we'll be able to do what is called crafting orders, which is essentially you can either gather materials and ask someone to make something for you, or they will have an auction house typed mechanic where you can search for the certain items that you're wanting to look for that are only able to be crafted, maybe by a profession that you're not able to craft in, or by a profession you're not high enough skill to craft in. This could definitely be very useful to helping out other players. However, crafting really is only useful for endgame content in Retail WoW. Not so much Classic WoW. Alright, so we talked about the expansion somewhat. What do you guys think? Do you think it's worth the money? I'm probably going to get it just because I do use World of Warcraft to make content. However, I think if it's just a game that you casually play, just wait until it comes out for free, honestly. There's nothing super major about this expansion that really justifies spending $50 on a game that you already own and pay a monthly fee for. So, with that being said, I'm going to say Dragonflight is not worth the $50. Alright, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys liked it. Comment down below, like, and don't forget to subscribe. You guys have a great day.